exciting day. On the way to go and collect the keys to our new unit, which I'm very, very excited about. Hey, hey! I feel like an adult. We're here. Hello MTV, and this is my crib. Come inside everyone, it's my new humble abode. Shut the door behind you like crafting. To start the video, I think I left it off and I just picked the keys up. And it was a big white empty box. I've done a little bit of customisation, you could say, and this is what it's looking like currently. So I don't know whether I mentioned before, it's not the biggest unit in the world. It is only small, but it's like the perfect size for what we need. Obviously, this is where my car is now. And I think if we could probably squeeze another one down here. We don't need room for more than one car, so it's perfect for now. It is only 600 square foot. I can already see us in the future probably needing something bigger, but for now it's perfect. Well, this is it. So you come in, there's the roller shutters, there's the door, roller shutters behind you. This is actually the back of the unit, so when you'll see it, you'll actually see it from the main road, which is the front. So you come from the front door there, and you come around this backyard. You come like round, there's like a gate in the corner, come round. In here, not really much to say other than it's a big white box, but we've got this little area, which is like the little Strictly Swede area. So this was just like a plain white wall. We actually painted it black because it looks a bit gross. We've got like a big Strictly Swedish vibe sticker, and we've hung some hoodies, t-shirt. I've got key rings and lanyards come up. So that's just displaying everything we do. Obviously, if you wanted to come down and you didn't want to buy anything from Strictly Swede, then it's there, it's waiting for you. We've got a display board showing off all our lovely stickers. Mega. It's actually electric cupboard, but we had a little bit of spice to that, do you know what I mean? Got a telly. This actually doesn't work, but it looks good eventually. We're actually going to have an Xbox. And then this area is actually going to be for like when people come, you can sit down, have a chat, do whatever you want to do. But you're not allowed to sit in the chair. This is my chair here because this is the CEO chair. But yeah, we're going to have a settee here, like a coffee table, then an Xbox, the telly will eventually work. And yeah, so this is where you can sit down, relax, obviously while you're waiting for your car to be done, which will be over there. And you can, I don't know, play Forza and make your car look cool, like it will do when it leaves here. Then we have a little kitchen area and a toilet as well. So we've got like a little kitchen and a little bathroom, which is cute. Now this was like the main thing for me, was because I know that I'm going to be spending a lot of time here. Now I wanted something that I could kind of make a little bit homely. I've got a kitchen, obviously if I need to make food and stuff like that. Got a bathroom as well. So yeah, this was like a big like box ticked for me because I didn't just want like a big empty space. We've got some pieces of Vera over here that are in the process of being wrapped when I can be bothered. We've got Vera's new bumper down there, which is actually a Volvo 850 bumper, which is basically what I had last year, but I ruined it. And I don't know if you can remember, I was sandwiching two bumpers together, but it didn't work. So I binned it off, and now we've just got a full 850 bumper. So that's going to be going on whenever the car makes a return. And we've actually got a spoiler as well, which is a bit dusty, but yeah, this has come all the way from America, from Red Block Society. So he actually sent me this, which is very, very kind, because obviously Vera didn't have a spoiler, so it's just like a nice subtle little hit. And on the subject of Vera, on the subject of Vera's actually been invited inside to one of the biggest shows like of the whole year, which is Ultimate Stance, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So everyone keeps asking me, when is she coming back, when's it going to be finished, and the new aim is to have it finished for that, which I'm 99% sure it will be, because I'm kind of like, if it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world, because I'm going to have it trailered down there. So as long as the engine's in and it's all in one piece, yes, the car will be at Ultimate Stance, and we're on like the Instagram, YouTube people stance. So I'm really excited. I can't actually believe that my car has been invited inside of the show, because I used to go to Ultimate Stance when I was younger, before I could even drive, and I used to be obsessed with every car that was in there. So to have my own car in there, sick. But I'm going to leave a link in the description and you can go and buy your tickets for Ultimate Stance, and you can see me and Vera looking all cool. This is the unit, so it's number 9. We're in like a little courtyard of other people as well, which all do car related stuff, which is perfect. Vivian is actually in the bay today for a reason, which is we are going to be duplicating this. So this is what I did the other day. I kind of got bored, and I've always had this vision in my head of having like a rear quarter design, obviously with Shieldworks logo on the top somewhere, which is probably going to go here. So the other day I had to play around with some matte and gloss black that I had already lying over there, and this is what I came up with. So it's basically just like a little strap from there to there, and then we added like gloss black on top, and then some yellow pinstriping to match the calipers and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna have a Shieldworks logo on the top there in a colour I haven't 100% decided on yet. But yeah, so I've done it on one side. I hated it at first, but then it's because I left this wheel arch and the bottom of the side skirt blue, but then I wrapped in black, and I actually really like it now. So we're gonna be doing the same on this side. So I'm gonna try and mark out the basically exact same design on that side onto this side, which is going to be a lot harder than you think, because obviously I've got to get it exactly the same, so I've got to get the lines in exactly the same place. But I didn't exactly measure, I just kind of just guessed and put it down, so I'm just going to have to copy what I did. And while I'm going to do it, I'm going to show you obviously how I'm doing it. And I'm also going to answer a load of questions that I've been asked on Instagram. So the other day I put a post asking if anyone's got any questions in relation to how I started the business, how I've managed to get from basically being a full-time waitress with like no money and no idea what I was going to do with my life to being where I am now. And I know there's a lot of people out there that want to start businesses, but just you don't really like, you know, you need to kick up the arse, and I'm here to give you that kick up the arse, because even though it's terrifying, it's not as terrifying as you might think. So I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to be honest with you guys and tell you exactly how it is and exactly how I managed to get here where I am now. As you can see, I have made some minor progress. I've done all the hard stuff off camera because I had to spend a few minutes measuring, blah 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 blah. I think I've got it right though, so far so good. But I have loads of questions on here that everyone was asking me the other day. The first question is, how's business going since you opened? Best of luck, by the way. I hope you're a millionaire soon. I also hope that I'm a millionaire soon. I can't see it happening anytime soon, but you never know. Yanamaz is doing all right for himself. It's actually going, where's my squeegee? But yeah, it's actually going really well. We had like quite a quiet week last week, but the week before, which was like the first week that we were open, it was really, really good. So we had like quite a few cars in. And yeah, it was really good. It was hard work, obviously, like, and it's quite stressful, because obviously it's the first time I've ever done like wrap jobs on people's car that I don't know. But that was more of like a personal challenge, and like not letting my nerves get the better of me kind of thing. But yeah, it's going well. Oh, what is the best thing about the new space? I would say the best thing about having all of this space is just having a roof over my head. I spent the last however many years I have been pissing about with my cars, outside, in all weather, in the rain, in the cold, on the driveway. That's not even my drive mode, by the way. All of my old videos that are filmed on a driveway, it's actually my next door neighbour's driveway. So to have something like this where I have a roof over my head is absolutely mega, and it still doesn't quite feel real. I have all this space to myself. Will you be doing rear light tinted soon? And it's very funny you should ask that, because yes, I have just ordered in some rear light tint, which is like the best stuff you can buy on the market. So yes, I will be doing light tints. I did put a post on Instagram, obviously saying that we are taking bookings for them now. So if you do want a quote for light tints, drop me a message and I will get back to you. So someone has asked for the setup costs. Now, I'm not gonna this is where I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not cheap, don't get me wrong, but I also feel like it's not as expensive as what some people might think it is to set up a business. I feel like that's one thing that holds a lot of people back, is I can't afford to set up my own business, which, yeah, don't get me wrong, you do need obviously a decent amount of money, but I wasn't aware of like the actual cost obviously until it came to it, and it was nowhere near as bad as I expected it to be. When I first thought of the name, thought that I wanted to call it, obviously Shieldwork, we went on to Companies House, which is basically like a government register for businesses. Had a look whether the name was available, and luckily it was. You can basically register your business as a limited company, whether you want to be a sole trader, anything like that, and you can register your business straight away like that. I think it cost me about £150 to register as a business, but that was also to register as VAT registered as well, so obviously we get a VAT code, obviously, so we can do all our VAT returns and things like that. But then obviously it was the unit that cost the most. And the setup fee for that, well, just getting this roof over our head cost me not much change, out of probably like 2.5 grand. So we've been asked how long will it take to wrap an entire car. Now, as it stands at the minute, I'm still not actually taking bookings for full wraps. And with the main reason being, obviously we've literally just set up. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to, you know, like jump straight in at the deep end and end up doing a full wrap and getting too worked up and stressed out and stuff like that. Obviously when we do start doing a full car, which I have done in the past, I would say a lead time of about 7 days. I would probably say I'll use a car for a week. That's just to obviously cover my own back, if anything. I don't want to say 5 days and then obviously have to let people down. I'd rather it be early than late kind of thing. So say about 7 days, need your car for the whole time. So yeah. What's been, or what do you anticipate to be the most difficult part of starting a business? Now, I'm making a right pig's ear this, I'm not gonna lie. I'm making it way more difficult than what it is. But the most difficult part of starting a business for me, I think, was actually like dealing with like the stress and the anxiety almost. It's very stressful actually going through this process. And I think that's probably the bit that I've struggled with most, is obviously doubting myself a lot, thinking, is this the right time? Should I be doing this now? Can I afford it? Blah, 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 blah. And then just working myself up, when realistically, there wasn't really that much to be working myself up over. Like, it's very mentally challenging, I would say, because you've got to have a lot of faith in yourself. But at the same time, like, as long as you've got supportive people around you, if you have like faith in it, you can't really go wrong. But also actually taking in the volume of the amount of stuff that you need to know, like obviously doing all your tax returns, knowing how to do that, because they don't teach you any of this shit in school, which I think they should, but they don't. So you have to learn about all of your tax returns, obviously like how to do it, like how to manage your money, like all your insurances, and there's loads to it. I could be here all day like just trying to explain like the ins and outs of everything, but I'm not gonna. I still don't quite understand it myself. But yeah, there's a lot to it. So someone said money-wise, business loan with a question mark. No, we have not got a business loan to start up. Main reason being, obviously doing vinyl wrapping, the setup costs aren't actually that big. To obviously do something like this, you need a heat gun, some blades, some squeegees and some wrap, and the most expensive bit out of that is the wrap. But luckily, like your equipment, like the actual things you need, you don't actually need that much. It's not like I'm starting up like some restaurant or something. I need to invest in thousands of pounds worth of kitchen equipment. It's gonna have to get to a point where I might have to take a business loan out. I can't say for definite because I don't know yet. I'm kind of just seeing how I go for the time being, but as it stands, I don't owe anyone any money because I used all my own money to obviously get where I am. So yeah, so like I said before, Strictly Sweet basically paid for this, and that was the whole intention for that money anyway. I don't know, we'll see. And I also want a fancy floor and loads of good lighting, so I'll probably be 10 grand deep in a few months. So I've just been MIA for a little bit. I've made some progress. So I've managed to get all this bit laid. Just need to get this down, knifeless tape, same at the top, happy days. What advice do I have for anyone considering starting their own business? And the advice that I would have would be to be confident in yourself. Don't doubt yourself. I know it's hard and it's very mentally challenging, like I said before. It's very easy to, you know, like question, are you capable of doing it? Plenty of people have done it in the past, so there's nothing stopping you from being able to do it as well. Make sure you've got enough money to fall back on, because not everything's going to go to plan. You know, you're not going to be realistically earning enough money for yourself within the first few months. Like, I don't expect to be earning enough money within like 6 months of us being open, and that's for me personally. So, because obviously every pound that I make at the minute is going to be going straight back into the business. So make sure you've got enough money. I'm still working 3 days a week at my old job, part-time, obviously, just so I can keep earning some form of guaranteed income to pay off my bills like the cars and stuff. And third is make a business plan in like the very early stages. So to start your own business, and obviously if you're wanting to go for the business loan side of things anyway, you do actually need a business plan to be able to apply for loans. Do one of those straight away. And like, even if it's not like the one that you end up using for your application and stuff, just do it anyway, because you have to do like loads of analysis and things like that. So you can really sit down like and think to yourself, this is what I'm going to do and this is how I'm going to do it. I did one and it actually like gave me like a much clearer vision of how I was going to do everything. So yeah, they're the 3 things I would say. Just be confident yourself, make sure you've got some wonga to fall back on, and be organised, do a business plan. Would you have anything else that you would say?
Just don't be afraid to ask. Like,
yeah, that is true.
Just ask anyone, like, oh, if money makes you self-employed, be like, oh. Like,
yeah, that is very true. Like, yeah, don't be afraid to ask people for help. We asked for help from Chris, who runs Al Performance. So yeah, we asked him for loads of like advice, because he was in like a similar position to us, started his own business. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask people. There are literally thousands of hundreds of whatever like charities out there that literally their aim is to help young people starting a business. Like, there are so many different people you can speak to, like obviously other people that have owned businesses. If you know someone who's done like what you're wanting to do, just ask them, because 90% of the time they'll be there to help you. Like, I would be there to help anyone who wants to start a wrapping business. So yeah, good one. Progress is being made. We actually had a little bit of a break. We watched Love Island and had Domino's, but this is currently where we're at. Obviously I know I've skipped a bit since the last bit, but mainly it's just a lot of cutting, a lot of trimming. But this is where we're currently at. So obviously I like to wrap the wheel arches separate, because C30 is annoying and have these stupid wheel arches. So I actually wrap them separate, and then obviously I've done the side skirts separate as well. I put the first strip of gloss black on, so if you come around this side, I went with matte black, well it's like a satin black, and then I went with like gloss black detailing on top, which like kind of makes it look a little bit more interesting. I think that matte with gloss on top looks so clean, it looks so cool, and it looks way better than just matte, because I think matte on its own looks a bit shit. And yellow pinstriping, so yeah, I've just got to do that on this side, that. Is what I would like to call quite literally a wrap. So everyone seems to be very divided on what I've done. I was on the fence for ages, like I couldn't decide whether I loved it or hated it. It is a little bit Marmite. Some people think I've ruined it, some people think it looks sick, but you know, it's all for a reason. Like, I haven't just done it for no reason. Obviously it's going to get branded, don't fall over on that paper. Obviously it's all going to get branded with Shields Works logos. I think I'm actually going to go with like, it looks great in normal light, but then when like lights hit it, it's reflective. So obviously like at that time and stuff, like if you shine your lights on the car, it will literally light up with Shields Works. So yeah, I'm going to have like a big logo there, and then whatever else I can squeeze on it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks alright. Like, I don't know, I guess I've had the car for over 3 years now, so I was getting a little bit bored of how it looked, and you know, I thought I've always wanted a rear quarter wrap on it, but obviously now's the perfect time to do it. I think it looks alright, but
I like it.
that's all that matters. Anyone who don't like it, you can sod off.
Good job.
Cheers. DM me for a quote. Yeah, it's probably time that we should go home, to be fair, but yeah, hopefully, obviously, like some of the questions that I answered earlier on, like, I don't know, maybe help some of you guys who are in the same position as me, you know, was stuck in a job that you didn't really enjoy and you hated and you didn't see yourself being there forever, but you didn't quite know, like, how you're ever going to escape it. Hopefully, like, seeing where I can come now, obviously, I come from a background, I didn't come from any financial status, like I've never really been that financially comfortable myself, so hopefully it can, you know, inspire some of you people to do the same thing, because we all love a small business. I'm going to start doing like wrap series videos, obviously where we do like basically just the day in the life kind of thing of cars that we have coming in and out. So yeah, hopefully I can start picking the camera up a little bit more, and you can all come in and see this lovely crazy lifestyle that I have now chosen to live. Cheese!